Today we are going to do a review for the PHYLIDA DE-11 Diver's Watch. Let's begin this video with a quick unboxing. We purchased this watch from AliExpress for $162. This watch is an homage to the Rolex Sea Dweller DeepSea James Cameron edition. Directly out of the box, it feels exceptionally heavy and more substantial than any other watches. Except for the PHYLIDA tag, there are no paperwork such as warranty or instructions, so I guess we can conclude this as an eco-friendly and paperless unboxing experience. Just like the DeepSea, PHYLIDA tries to convey the heavy-duty diving aspect of the DeepSea onto this homage. It has 500-meter water resistance with a built-in helium escape valve. The watch has a beautiful blue dial, which fades into black at its bottom. It has double-domed sapphire crystal. It may not have AR coating on it, so it is hard to avoid the reflection of the sapphire. In fact, the reflection is so clear that you can even tell what kind of photo equipment I used to film this video. Oops. This watch is a heavy watch. It weighs 240 grams. This watch has a ceramic bezel which is slightly off to the right. It is 120 clicks with very low pitch. The crown is a screw-down crown with multi-level adjustments which operates smoothly. Looking from the top, this case and the bracelets have brushed finish. Looking at it from the side, the case has a polished finish while the bracelet remains with a brushed finish. It should have been polished to keep the aesthetics consistent. The bracelet uses push pins. The clasp has a double locking mechanism which can be opened without extensive efforts. The interior clasp also comes with a diver's extension. It is just as easy to be opened and closed. Overall, the quality of the bracelet seems a grade lower than the watch case, which we will talk about in a minute. Let's get some measurements. It has a diameter of 43.4 mm. The lug width is 20.9 mm. And it tapers down to 19.6 mm. The profile of the watch is extremely thick by design. It measures at 17.8 mm. Let's verify the crystal. We will measure it against my Pagani design Hulk, which for sure has an artificial crystal that measures at 3 bars. And the PHYLIDA gives a reading at 2 bars. It is sapphire indeed. The watch runs at 21,600 beats, which will have a power reserve of approximately 40 hours. It carries a very acceptable -5 seconds delay per day with 0.4 milliseconds beat error and an acceptable amplitude. The bracelet's quality is not as high as the watch case. PHYLIDA claimed that the watch is made of 316L stainless steel. I have no doubt the watch case is made of solid 316L steel, but I'm not sure about the bracelet itself. While the bracelet might have solid links, it seems lighter than any other 316L bracelets I have used. It does not have that premium feel, especially when it uses push pins and have brush polish on its side that doesn't match the watch case. It is a disconnect of qualities between the watch case and its own bracelet. PHYLIDA tries to mimic details of the original DeepSea. They even put in the helium escape valve, which will release helium if one would have gone through DeepSea diving. The valve should operate automatically by itself. Since the deepest diving I would do is to the bottom of my kitchen sink washing my own dishes, I may never find out the practicality of this valve, but it surely looks good. Also, PHYLIDA tried to mimic the back of the DeepSea, which has a titanium back for lighter weight. The PHYLIDA's backplate has a black finish, and I couldn't tell if it is made out of plastic or metal. So I pulled out my diamond selector to test because it emits loud bleeps whenever it detects metal. Let's put it on the backplate. And there's a loud bleep. Yes, it is metal indeed. This watch has great looms on its handsets and bezel. While the looms on the indexes are weaker, you can see the very potent looms even during daylight. And in the dark, there are plenty of lume to carry through the night. Though, the index looms may fade away a lot faster, but you will be offset by the strong looms on the handset and bezel. This is how the watch wears on my wrist. I have a 5 3/4 inches wrist. It is a big watch for my small wrist. PHYLIDA did a good job tucking away the bracelet underneath the center link so the bracelet doesn't protrude out to make the watch wear any bigger than it should. It may not be perceived as a big watch, but one can definitely feel the substantial weight on the wrist. All in all, I had so much fun wearing this watch because it is just an homage with unique devices, unlike any others. I have talked about the imbalance of qualities between the watch and the bracelet, and one can easily argue that the bracelet can be swapped out for a much better one. But for what we have paid, PHYLIDA should have included a better bracelet to match its beautiful case. That said, if you are specifically looking for a budget Rolex DeepSea Homage, there are only 2 or 3 choices out there, and PHYLIDA is certainly a strong contender. It is well built with Seiko movement, and I'm confident that it will perform well as a diver too. At the release of this video, PHYLIDA official store still have 3 of them in stock. Maybe they will continue to restock until they run out. This watch carries a slightly higher price tag at $162, while there are other homages on AliExpress that offer exceptional value for less than $100. Our philosophy is that $100 is an expendable amount for a timepiece, taking into consideration that we have to order them from offshore with foreign warranties and missing all the perks from buying from a local retailer. This is the point where we will explore more budget-friendly homages where we will continue to find the biggest bang for the dollar. Thank you for watching. We will see you again in our next video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.